It's wonderful this year to be able to honor Jacob and Michal Sachs at this special event. Jacob, we're so happy that we have you as one of our alumni. We remember warmly your years in yeshiva, and we're thrilled that our relationship with you has continued a decade later and now continues to expand with Michal as well.
It's really a tremendous honor to talk about Jacob Sachs as this year's honoree, as we on the 56th year of Shichrur Yerushalayim in our yeshiva. Jacob embodies everything that the yeshiva stands for. The passion for Talmud Torah, the bet on L'Chavero. I remember when he first came to yeshiva, walking out with him, just schmoozing with him. And it's still the same schmooze now when he comes back. A person who's just a person who is just a good friend to all of his friends. And so unassuming. At the same time, his head screwed on so straight, getting up early in the morning, learning with Yoni Schwartz, being able to finish Shas, marrying such a great young lady, building a beautiful family, and obviously it doesn't come from nowhere. Really, the apple doesn't fall far. Coming from the Sachs, where I remember his grandfather, Zichrono Livracha, learning the Sugya like it was yesterday. Together in Maseches Sukkah, learning about lulav, whether it needs to be shaken or to be just the na'anua, like yesterday, and just continuing being part of a beautiful Nur Shel community. Jacob being able, it's just tremendous of how appropriate it is that we're honoring you, Jacob, today. I just wanted to wish you Mazel Tov. To be able to go Michal Achayil V'Yeira El Elokim B'Tzion. You should go from strength to strength, together with you and your wife and your beautiful family, to come and build very soon up Yerushalayim together.
One of the things that I remember very fondly is Rav Tarragon spoke about the nature of chinuch and when, preparing your children for the life that they're going to lead, when does that start? Some people say it starts at 3, it could start at 5, it could start at 13. But what he says, which is famously said by others, is that chinuch really starts, 15, 20 years before. Another kind of key memory of mine that I think of on a yearly basis is my experience being in HaKotel for Yom Kippur. I think the fact that the yeshiva is looking over Har HaBayit just gives such an added level to the Yom Kippur experience. You can imagine that if you were standing there 2,000 plus years before, you would be staring at the Kohen running around on Har HaBayit to get everything done. And just furthermore, when the whole yeshiva breaks out in Mare Kohen, one of the pinnacles of any davening of Yom Kippur, wherever you are in the world. And every time I daven, no matter where I am, whether that's in Yerushalayim on the outskirts, whether that's in Yerushalayim, in Teaneck, wherever I am in the world, I always think back to, that memory, to that feeling of when I was in yeshiva and felt, that level of excitement and, the potential for that to really be a reality. One really fond memory I have of my time in yeshiva was the day that my grandfather came to learn with me in yeshiva. He visited a bunch of times while I was there, and I think, it was really special the day that he came in and just learned with me for the morning. I was in Rav Cutler's shir. We were learning about the different na'anuim, the machlokas of how exactly you should shake the lulav. He was kind of the patriarch of the family who really kind of guided us. He was the one we all looked up to in terms of, someone who dedicated his life to Torah, who was on the board of Art Scroll, dedicated a lot of money to different yeshivas and different Torah initiatives. And I think it was really special for me to have, those memories of him, coming to learn with me. And I think it was so special for me at my first siyum to have him there, that he, made it his business to come on into the old city. He was, it's not easy to get into the old city. He wasn't walking amazingly, but, it was something that he felt was so important to come to be there for it. So it's another really special memory I have.